Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another before and after. So for this one, I'm going to be looking at Doctor Strange. And I'm just going to start off by talking about the most important thing. Doctor Strange gets a Wi-Fi code. Truly the most amazing part of this trailer. Okay, yeah, that was just kind of a funny bit in it. But yeah, so let's actually talk about this trailer. Now for one, let's just talk about what I think it's gonna be about. It looks like it's going to be following the story, the overall story, like the origin of Doctor Strange pretty well. Pretty much, like, his origin is, he's an a-hole surgeon who gets in a car accident, and his hands are pretty much shaky after that. They don't stop shaking. So, he goes out trying to get a cure because his hands, if they keep on shaking, then he's not going to be able to be a surgeon. So he goes out, spends all of his money on trying to find a cure until eventually he hears about the Ancient One. So he goes up a mountain looking for this Ancient One, and eventually he passes out. And then the Ancient One finds him. So pretty much then he's brought back to the sanctum, and him and the Ancient One pretty much, like, the Ancient One says, okay, I won't heal your hands because you're an a-hole, but you can stay the night. And then eventually he saves the Ancient One's life, and then the Ancient One says, okay, I'll teach you. I'm not going to heal your hands, but I'll teach you how to do magic, because clearly that's what you came up here for. So then he learns magic, and he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme. And it doesn't really seem like the movie's going to be following this pattern exactly, but it does seem that it's going to be following it for the reasons that it's needed in the movie. So it honestly looks really cool. Like, it seems like they're going to count the whole entire saving the life aspect of the Ancient One. So I honestly don't mind that. Like, okay. Like, the biggest thing that did was give Doctor Strange his arch nemesis, who I've heard is in this movie. Like, I don't remember his arch nemesis's name. Nemesi. I don't know. I don't remember his arch enemy's name. So, pretty much, yeah, I don't remember his name, so I can't really check the casting and see if he's gonna be in this. I think that he is, but I can't exactly remember. So yeah, he might be in this. I guess I'll be in for a surprise. Benedict Cumberbatch, he honestly looks like he's going to be pretty good for the role as Doctor Strange. The only issue I kind of have with him in this trailer is the American accent, which does not sound that good, but I don't know, maybe I can overlook it. Like, Benedict Cumberbatch is kind of the second person I would get to play Doctor Strange. Well, the only living one. The one that my number one pick for Doctor Strange is always going to be Vincent Price. Like, he was actually the inspiration for the original character, so that might be a reason why I love Doctor Strange. But, yeah, pretty much he was one of the inspirations for Doctor Strange, and honestly, if this movie was made a while ago, like when Doctor Strange, like, when Vincent Price was still alive, when Vincent Price was still alive, like, I would totally cast him. He would have been my number one pick, but unfortunately, he is not, and Benedict Cumberbatch seems like he's going to be pretty good in the role. The only thing I'm not sure about is the accent, but I don't know, maybe he'll be fine. So maybe I can just overlook it. We don't really get to see him talk that much in this trailer, so I don't know, I can overlook it, I guess. Now, one of the major problems I have with this trailer is the Ancient One, who's a girl who seems to be in, like, her 40s. I don't know what the age of this actress is, but I don't mind this change. Like, it's a completely random change that did not need to happen for any reason whatsoever, but I don't mind it, I guess. Like, there have been many different Ancient Ones, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, there have been quite a few of them, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it does kind of for this specific story. But yeah, I guess if she's gonna be filling the same role, then I guess it doesn't matter. But the main issue I have with it is this actress. I honestly just don't really like her. Like, I just really don't like this actress. I don't know why. Like, every single time I see her, she gets me so bored in a movie. I mean, God, she always just goes on and on. Like, I know that's the script, but God, she always gets scripts with long, boring talks, and I just really don't like this actress. I don't know why. Just like, it's just this one actress. I don't know. She's just one of the ones that bores me. I don't know. Maybe she'll be good in this. Who knows? This could be the one that she's good in to me, but I don't know. I mean, like, she's an alright actress. Like, for what type of roles that she normally plays, she's good, but yeah, I just don't really like the roles that she normally plays. The main villain of this movie, in the official trailer #1, yeah, I don't get that. Why not just call it the official trailer, and then trailer 2, and then trailer 3? That's something that's been annoying me for a while, but anyway, the main villain in this movie, he's not really seen that much in official trailer #1, so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll be better. Maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the main characters in this for me to talk about. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, Wong. He is not a manservant in this. Good, he got a promotion. Yay. Good for him. Great job, Wong. You're not a manservant anymore. Great. So, I don't know what his role is gonna be, but he's not a manservant, so that's something. And also Doctor Strange has, I don't know, a wife or girlfriend or something, just a girl as bed when he's in the hospital, so I don't know, she's not seen that much in this trailer. She's just like seen in 2 bits or maybe 3, so yeah, I don't know. She could be important in some way. So yeah, she's there, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the characters to really talk about. So after them, I want to talk about the effects, which just look amazing in this. Like, out of all the Doctor Strange movies there have been, yes, there have been other Doctor Strange movies. There was one made in the 70s. There was one called Doctor Morbid, which originally started off as a Doctor Strange movie, but then Marvel decided to take the rights away, so they had to change the name and the storyline. And there was also an animated Doctor Strange movie. So yes, for all you saying that this is the first Doctor Strange movie, this is not. This movie has actually had a very long history, and now you know. So yeah, this one definitely looks like the most, like, this one has the biggest effects. Well, I don't know. The animated one had some pretty good effects, but then again, it was animated, so they could do more. But out of the live action ones, this one looks like it has the best effects. Well, okay, it definitely has the best effects. And honestly, it just looks really cool. I've heard that this movie is very trippy, so yeah, honestly, it just seems like they're going to use these effects really well, and it's introducing magic into the Marvel Universe, which is really neat. Well, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's been the Marvel Universe for a while, but yeah, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is pretty much the first time they're going to be using magic, so that's really cool. And I'm actually going to see it in 3D, because I've heard that's the best way to watch it. Like, in 2D, it's going to be okay. Like, it's alright in 2D, but in 3D, I've heard that's really amazing. So, I'm going to spend a few extra dollars and get that 3D experience. So, yeah, that'll be fun, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But yeah, it does actually look like it's going to be very cool in 3D. Like, already from the trailer, I can tell it's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'll be incredible, or maybe it will be alright in 3D. I don't know. I'm gonna go see it with a friend, so yeah, that's pretty much it on the effects. Now, kind of the last thing I wanted to bring up was the music in the trailer, which honestly, I just thought was really cool. There was really no need to bring that up, but you know what? It looked cool. But you know what? It sounded cool, so yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this trailer. It looks like it's going to be a very, very fun movie. One little random thing that kind of relates to this movie. I'm just really hoping that if this movie does really well, which it is, I'm really hoping that it can open up DC's eyes to maybe making a Dr. Fate movie. Please, DC, please! Seriously, I want to see Dr. Fate on the big screen, dang it. So, yeah, I really want to see a Dr. Fate movie. In DC, if anyone from DC is watching, make a Question movie that's in a film noir style directed by Robert Rodriguez. In the Sin City style. I don't know why I need to say that, but you know what? If anyone from DC is watching, so that kind of related to the kind of related thing to this movie. So, yeah, I kind of got off topic there, but anyway, Doctor Strange looks like it's going to be very cool. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, honestly, I've heard that's going to be great in 3D, so, yeah, I'm pretty excited to see it. I'll see you guys in the after part later. Okay, so I have now gone back from the movie, and it was alright. I didn't really love it as much as I thought I would, because, like, I had heard a lot of people saying that this movie was really great. Then I go and see it, and it's okay. So, yeah, for one, the story, I was pretty much right on it, mainly because it does sort of follow the comic, and then changes some things, like the reason that Steven got in that car accident was not because he was just looking for more money and just sort of was going on a snowy road on a mountain at night, because that was a smart idea. No, here he's texting while driving. And yeah, if you stay till the very end of the credits, then yeah, they do actually have a little thing at the end that says, "Don't text and drive, kids." I loved that bit, but, so yeah. He gets in a car accident, his hands are destroyed, and he can't be a surgeon anymore. And he goes to see the Ancient One, and his hands are never healed, but he learns magic, which I guess is a fair trade. So, then he pretty much stays there learning magic, and he finds out that apparently their world is under threat of... I don't remember the guy's name. It's not Dormammu, it's this other guy. I don't know. It started with a K. He has weird things around his eyes. I don't know. But, yeah, he is the main villain. Why is he evil? Get ready. It's an incredibly, very thrilling origin story. He went up to this place at a bad time in his life. I'm guessing that someone in his family died, which caused this whole entire immortality kick, but it's never really said. So yeah, he goes to this place to be able to be healed, and eventually he learns magic, so he decides, yeah, okay, I got magic now. That's cool. I guess I'll help protect people. And then he gets angry and steals a page from a book. Incredible origin. I've never seen a better origin than a guy went somewhere, he learned some things, got angry at one point, left, and then tore a page out of a book and recited some words. Truly, the most enthralling Marvel villain ever. Kingpin and Kilgrave have nothing on this guy. So, yeah, he's the worst part of this movie to me. Like, the MCU villains, they are extremely bland. Like, outside of Loki, and I guess a little bit with Thanos, because, well, he's being built up so much, but outside of them, all the other Marvel villains in the cinematic universe have been extremely lackluster. I'm not even talking about the ones that were just incredibly disappointing, like the Mandarin. And also insulting. Seriously, what the heck was that? But, yeah, this one, he definitely fills in that category. The actor, he does a good job, I guess. I really did not get enthralled with this villain, though. There were some times where it was funny, and if that maybe got more of the focus, then at least there could be something memorable about him, but yeah, all in all, he was just a very bland villain. So yeah, that's pretty much all that happens in this movie. Doctor Strange has to fight this guy, and eventually has to stop him from awakening Dormammu. Well, okay, not awakening, he was already up, but yeah, he pretty much has to stop him from bringing Dormammu to our world. And who is Dormammu? That's way too much to go into, but Dormammu, I don't really know how to describe him, actually, but pretty much he's extremely powerful. He is pretty much almost up to the level of a god, and yeah, just so you know, in this movie, he barely looks anything like Dormammu. What does Dormammu look like? Well, pretty much they got the face down, except for his face was much more black, and he had fire emerging out of it. Where's the fire in this movie? Absolutely nowhere. So yeah, Doctor Strange annoys Dormammu, and then he pretty much says, yeah, okay, fine, I'll give you back Earth and kill these guys, just stop annoying me. So he does that, and the world is saved now. Apparently no repercussions from that whole entire time looping thing and time rewinding. Yeah, nothing bad came from that, just everything was fine. So yeah, they keep on saying that something bad would happen, but it never does. I don't know, maybe that'll be in the sequel? I don't know, but apparently, I mean, the end of the movie, they said that Doctor Strange will return, so yay. So, for Benedict Cumberbatch, he does really good in this. The only thing I couldn't really get behind is the accent. That's the main part that I couldn't really get behind. And Doctor Strange, I expected him to be a little bit more of an a-hole. Like, there is one scene where he's kind of a jerk. And even there, it's actually very understandable as to why he would be that way. So, yeah. Doesn't really seem like the best way to make him like the comics, where he would actually turn down patients if they didn't have enough money. Here, he's better. He'll turn down patients if they're not interesting enough. So, yeah, he's pretty good in this. I don't really mind him. Like, the only thing I just couldn't really get behind was the accent, but that's really it. He does pretty well outside of that. Benedict Cumberbatch is a very good actor, so yeah, it was pretty much what I expected from him. Then there was Mordo, I think his name was. Anyway, the guy with the M in his name, I don't know. Well, he is gonna be a villain now. Okay. And what's his reasoning? The Ancient One lied. Again, enthralling backstories. Just great job, MCU. Great job. Seriously, why is Netflix better at doing this? Is it because they can be darker? I really don't get it. But yeah, at least we get a bit more with him, seeing as we get to see him as a good guy. But yeah, overall, he wasn't really that interesting to me. I think I liked him better as a good guy, but when he's at that crossroads, there's barely any focus on that, and he's pretty bland. So he's alright, but I just couldn't really get into him. Then we have the Ancient One. She's alright. I don't really mind her, I guess. Something happens to her. I think you can get what that is from what I just said there. But yeah, she's not really the best character. I mainly just think that that's because of the actress, who did not do bad here. And at least she did play a different character than what she normally does, but yeah, I just cannot get into this actress, and it's the same situation here. So, yeah, I don't know, I just couldn't get into her. So, yeah, then there's also that girl that Doctor Strange was dating at one point, but isn't anymore, but they make it kind of clear they still have a relationship going on, even though they don't. It's confusing, but yeah, she, whatever her name was, she's alright. I don't mind her. So yeah, for the characters, they're okay. It really just depends on the actor and how they're written, and that can vary between these ones. Like the Ancient One, she's probably the biggest middle ground for this movie. Mordo, I think his name was, he's pretty bad. So is the main villain. But then we have the most amazing one out of all of them. Wong, who is not a manservant anymore. No. He got a promotion now. Now he is the librarian. Great job for you, Wong! You have now got a promotion! Congratulations! So yeah, Wong has now got a promotion. Everyone, jump out of your chairs and rejoice. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty happy for him. And he's actually really funny in this movie. And also, you can tell there was a lot of seriousness taken into him as well. So, he's a really good character in this. So that's pretty much it for the characters. But the story, I don't really feel like it was executed that well. Like, the overall story, I think that could have gone much smoother. Like, the introduction of the main villain to Doctor Strange, he just blows up into the movie. Really, he blows up a door, and then boom, he's there. No questions about this, just, he's there. Fight him. And I guess that's supposed to make you feel like you're Doctor Strange in this scenario, having no clue what's going on, but yeah, it's not really done the best. So, yeah, for the way the story is paced, it could have been much smoother, but I don't think that did bad. But the place where this movie really shines is the effects, which are just amazing. They really do look incredible, and, well, I can't really just get into 3D. That's just a personal thing with me. I just really can't get into it. After a while, my eyes just sort of adjust to it, and it just looks like normal 2D to me, and it only takes something really big for 3D to actually stand out to me. It was actually still pretty cool, and the moments where it did stand out, it was really great. So, yeah, it's a very trippy thing with the effects, but it looks amazing. And I guess it kind of makes sense that it's pretty trippy, because there were even some issues of the comics were in while some of the writers were high. Yeah. So, honestly, this is a pretty cool movie, and I do recommend seeing it. And if you can get into 3D, definitely go see it. But if you're not one to really get into 3D, like I am, then, yeah, it's probably not the best thing to do. I mean, like, if you want to save up your money and you just can't really get into 3D, then just see it in 2D. Or just wait till it comes out on DVD or Netflix or something, I don't know. Or on TV, something like that. But it does still look really great in 3D, and that's being said by someone who honestly cannot get into 3D a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it to say with it, actually. It's just a pretty cool movie. It introduced magic into the Marvel Universe, and, well, the Marvel Cinematic. Why do I keep on messing that up? And it also has some good end credit scenes. That's definitely something I will say, stay till the end. For my theater, there were only 4 people staying until the very end. Yeah. Everyone else just sort of left immediately after the movie was over. And some people stayed halfway through the credits and then left. Like, I thought they were just gonna stay for the end credit scene, but then they left halfway through the end credits. Not the end credit scene or when it was coming up. Just halfway through the credits. Well, why? I really just gotta ask why. But hey, at least there were people in this theater. So yeah, that's a rare thing to happen for a very long time. Like, I've been going to a lot of theaters where there haven't been many people in them. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just looking at more obscure movies. I don't know. But yeah, it was still pretty cool to see it in 3D. It's pretty good in some aspects, but I think that I could have used a bit more work on it. Like, maybe work on making the flow of the story work a bit better, or maybe actually try and make some of the more characters, like the villain, well, actually both of the villains, yeah, only really the villains I think that they could be done better, and, I don't know, maybe replace the Ancient One, then it could have been a better movie, but for what it is, it's still pretty good, and I did like it. It's just, there were some things I just couldn't get into. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Really last thing I want to bring up, my theater. Now, for this theater, something kind of weird happened. All of us, for some reason, on the sign where it's supposed to say Doctor Strange 9:45 showing, it said boo from Tyler Perry. And it said it was the 7 p.m. showing, which was apparently on at 7:15. I mean, at 6:15. I don't know why I messed that up. But, yeah, apparently this 7 p.m. showing was apparently playing at 6:15. Makes sense. Yeah, the lady at the desk said that there was just something wrong with the names, so yeah, I didn't really care, but that was at least something. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a pretty good movie. I guess check it out. I mean, it's alright. I don't know. I just personally couldn't really get into the 3D, so that's something that kind of took me out of it, because I was really trying to get into the 3D, but I just couldn't. But it was still pretty good. And honestly, the characters and some of the story are done pretty well. They could have been done better, but they are still pretty good for what they are. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye. Okay, so what do you think this movie's gonna be like?
To be honest, I know nothing about it. It sounds cool.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah.
I guess we got all the info, alright.
Better than Trolls.
Yeah, I think that anything seems better than Trolls, though.
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad you didn't pick that one. So I'm like, okay, good.
I would never pick that
Good.
one. Unless if I'm incredibly bored.
It looks horrible.
Yes, it does. Woo. There are actually people in here. It's been so long. And up there she is. So no one can see you right now, but what'd you think of the movie?
That was awesome.
Okay, so how'd you think it was in 3D?
Okay, that's that added to it. That
Yeah,
just made
dude.
it so cool.
Yeah, so you think it was worth it?
Yeah, so far too, but running in my dreams. Very weird. And
Interesting.
disorderly.
The movie copyright. Okay, no, it's not. I'll just record the end credits.
Look at it.
Okay, so you do not want to see Trolls,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, so that's confirmed.
Yeah.
That movie you do not want to see. The
Let's
one with all
see.
those rainbows
The
and
actors.
Justin
and
Timberlake and
Yeah.
Anna Kendrick.
I have to think about it again as like an actor I really liked.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just like anyone good. Like
Yeah. If it had Stanley in it, it could have survived.
rated well, like, but I'm not so sure.
I haven't. I have not heard that.
My mom mentioned it, but I'm not so sure. Look at it.
Look at all the amazingness of a glittery rainbow sign. Find your happy place. Never. I will never find my.
Not there.
This will never be my happy place. Marvel movies or horror movies, okay, that one doesn't look horrifying, but yeah, anyway, Marvel and horror, that is a happy place. This is not a happy place. I don't know what that is. So, yeah.
It's more like an operating room.